Hey, good morning YouTube, it's Marvin here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video is another DIY maintenance that I'm gonna do with my truck, as you can see right there. And it's Sunday, it's sunny, 6 degrees right now. Anyway, today I'm gonna be replacing the front brakes and rotor of my F150. As you can see behind me, I got all my tools and parts. Alright, so I got everything here. I got the tire block, I got my gloves, crocodile jack, and impact wrench, and the impact sockets, and torque wrench, also the breaker bar, and the jack, another jack there to support it. And this is the brand new rotor that I'm going to be using. As you can see, one is still in the box unopened, and the brake pads, this is the front brake pads with comes with some hardwares. And this is the brand Max Advanced Brakes, and this is a carbon ceramic, these brake pads. I bought it from Amazon, and if you guys wanted to buy exactly the same one, I'm gonna put the link in the description below. That's gonna be my affiliate link, and then if you guys use it, I will really appreciate it. And I have this like a kitchen mat that this is the old one. I was supposed to throw it away, but like I find it useful when working with my vehicle or any DIY that you are doing. This is gonna be my kind of a knee pad, like when I kneel down I don't have to wear knee pads. It's really good. And in my some previous DIY video that I've uploaded on my channel, I got some comments, and the comment is like, why would I listen to the guy who is wearing flip-flops like this one here? Anyway, yeah, so that's a really good comment actually. Like when you're using any power tools, or like you're doing DIY, if your DIY project involve like heavy stuff like this one, crocodile jack, and even the rotor there is very heavy. If you drop that to your foot, you're gonna get hurt really bad. So that said, thank you for that comment. And now I have my steel toe. This is, I usually actually wear steel toe or shoes when working, but at the time, like I don't know, I just get lazy. Yeah, so now I'm gonna wear it, and it's gonna be happen right now, right there. And thank you very much for that comment. That's really for my safety. And before I start working with this DIY, another thing that I want to mention, last night when I was driving home, I heard some like a rubbing noise every time I make a right turn. But if I go straight, it doesn't make that noise, and this is what happened here. It's so sunny. As you can see right here, the mud guard here, it just came loose, like all the clips gone. Actually there's one left there, and the only thing holding it is like the push pins, the plastic push pins. So good thing that it didn't fell off like when I was on the highway, otherwise I have to get a new one. Yeah, so I think this is the first one I'm gonna fix first before start this project, but I'm not gonna film that, of course. I'm just gonna do it quick. And yeah, so let me fix this one first, and we can continue this on this project. Alright guys, so unfortunately I cannot fix it quickly because like I cannot find the hardwares that I needed. So I just wash it, and I noticed that the part of the plastic is like broken, missing, and you can see right there it looks like it got cut off. I think when it's rubbed to the tires it gets broken, but it's still usable. That's a part there goes inside. Show you here. So alright, so it goes like that, so that the broken part is like inside, so it's not noticeable. And probably you guys are gonna say like, oh, probably your tires is touching the mud guard, that's why it fell off and get broken. No, because right now I'm using the stock wheels, and my aftermarket wheels are right there, and even my aftermarket wheels are on the truck. I definitely make sure that it's not touching anything when I like turn the wheel to the right or the left. So yeah, it just happens like when the like those hardwares get rusted, and like start to break apart, and then almost fell in touching the tires, so I guess, or the ground, whatever, and it breaks. But I said I can still use it, so I just have to look for the new hardwares. Anyway, before I finally start this DIY project today, I just have one tip that I want to mention to you guys, that if you are doing a DIY project like this, like you know that you're gonna be like losing or removing some bolts, it's good idea to like to get the information right away, like the specific torque for that bolts that you're gonna be touching, especially your wheels. I have to be removing the wheels, so I have to make sure that I'm gonna put it back with the proper specs of the torque, also the caliper and the caliper bracket. So I already have that information, and I also, it's a good idea to watch other people doing it, in case like this is the first time you're gonna do it. In my case, this is gonna be the first maintenance I'm gonna do with my 2020 F150. So I have watched like a couple videos like how to replace brakes on a F150, just to get some information, like so that you can avoid like making mistakes in case, and it's like gonna make your job actually way faster because we already have an idea what to do. So yeah, so without further delay, let's start removing the wheel. Alright guys, I loosened all the lug nuts. As you can see, I was struggling. My actually my impact wrench was struggling to loosen the OEM lug nuts. So I believe that they, of course, Ford applied like 150 foot pounds torque in it. So my little sub compact rigid impact wrench is not strong enough, but it was able to like actually loosen like at least 4 bolts. So that said, like I think I'm going to upgrade soon. This is like 18 volts, I believe. This is 18 volts. Didn't say here, yeah, right there. It's 18 volt, but because it's compact, it has like a smaller motor. So I have no problem working with my like Odyssey and Pathfinder before, and even this Mazda 5. But for the truck, like I think you need something much stronger. Anyway, so the tires are lift off the ground, and when you're jacking it, make sure that the jack is like not moving away from the where you put it. And as you can see, like the manual jack right there, I just like put it there just in case like the hydraulic jack fail, it will catch it right there. All right. Anyway, before removing the tires, make sure you have a tire block on the other wheels, and engage the emergency brake. Talking about the e-brake, this is a Lariat trim. It has like a electric brake, emergency brake. Since I'm doing the front brakes only, I don't have to do the service. I don't have to do the service maintenance mode. If you're doing the rear brake, you have to put that in the maintenance mode so that the e-brake will disengage, so that you can push the piston back and install the new pads. And after you replace the pads on the rear one, or rotor and pads, so you have to get out of maintenance mode so that your electric emergency brake will work again in a normal mode. Alright guys, I forgot to mention actually why I'm doing this. As you can see, like my pads are all still like about, I would say like 70% life left. Actually, like because like few weeks ago, like I can feel like vibration, like going down the hill. I feel vibration like every time I apply the brakes. Maybe when I get my truck serviced by Ford for the change oil, they inspect the brakes and other stuff, and they said like my brake pad is cracked, and they quoted me like 1400 just to replace the front pads and rotor. So that's 1400 plus tax. That's quite too much. And yeah, as you can see right here, this is the outer pads. As you can see, the crack right there, that this happened with the excessive heat, like because I took this truck like long driving like long driving from Vancouver to Alberta, you know, like for 6 days, going to Drumheller. And we had like few long trips that we did last summer, like crossing the border going to US. As you can see here, the inner pads is okay, nothing's like a visible crack in it, but the outer pads like it's really bad. So hopefully this is gonna get rid of the vibration every time I apply the brake, especially going downhill. All right. Hopefully the breaker bar will work. Yep. All right. Let's remove. They're just the same size, top or bottom, and don't forget to apply thread locker when you put it back. And there you go. Since this is a 2020 model, it's pretty new still. So that's why there is almost no rust on the hub, and the rotor is not stuck in the hub, so like it's very easy to remove. And don't think that I don't think that my rotor actually is warped. But since you know I'm replacing it, I rather just replace everything so that I can do it one time. Alright, so I'm gonna do some cleaning, and I'm gonna use the new hardware for the caliper bracket. And I saw some people like like they pulling this off and then reapply grease, but as you can see here, it's still really smooth. Like I can feel like there's still lots of grease inside, and then this is really sealed since this is like newer vehicle, so I don't want to like remove it and just apply grease. I think it's like it's good, because so I don't want to touch this one here unless if this is like at least 10 years old truck, I would do that. But no, otherwise I'm just gonna do some cleaning everything. All right. Alright guys, so the hardwares are installed and the piston already pushed it back, and let's check the brake fluid just in case. So the brake fluid doesn't change that much. It was like a minimum, and it's like slightly up to this line here. That said, because like the pads is still like about like 70, at least 60%, 60 to 70%. So compared to the new pads, as you can see right there, is still right here. Yeah, so I would say that, yeah, 70% or 60% at least right there. All right, so another thing that I want to point out here, as you can see, like this is the old one. You can see there's like a pins here, like 4 pins on the pads, and the new one that I have is like much higher than the original one. But as you can see, the placement of the pins are all exactly this at the same spot. So to make sure that it's exactly the same, as you can see, one pin is like inside the piston, it's not hitting the like lip of the piston, and the outer parts, as you can see, also inside the caliper, like on the inner side of the caliper. This is the caliper marks here. So make sure that those pins, the new pins, is not gonna hit the caliper or the lip of the piston, otherwise it's gonna damage the caliper. Yeah, so that's something that you guys have to pay attention, double check, especially if you're buying like aftermarket parts, not from Ford. You really have to be careful about it. Okay, so time to put everything back. As you can see here, you can see I already put like a little bit grease, brake grease on my brand new pads, and I have my torque wrench ready. So for the caliper bracket bolts, it requires 184 foot-pounds. So like I'm at 180 right now. I'm just gonna add another 4. So in order to do that, I just pull this release lock and then put like, where's the guide? 101. That's 180, 184, and make sure this one is like all the way back right here. And for the caliper bolts, it's 27 foot-pounds, and for the lug nuts, it's 150 foot-pounds. That's the Ford recommendation. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wash the brand new rotor with soapy water, just to remove they put some kind of like oil on the rotor, you know, like to prevent from developing rust while in storage. So you don't want that to go to your brand new pad. So just gonna wash it with soapy water, hose it down, and wipe it off. go. You hear the click. Right, that's it. 2 clicks, good. Right. Right, 27.5 pounds. Okay, just to show you guys the two like pins that I'm talking about. Actually four. One, two at the top, two at the top, two at the bottom. So as you can see right there, the caliper is not hitting it. Also the other side, the piston is not hitting it at all. So it's exactly the same as the OEM. Right, so time to install the wheels back, but I'm not gonna install the stock wheels back. What I'm gonna install is my summer wheels that's over there. So I'm gonna grab the driver's side wheel. I already marked all of them when I remove it. And So right, so that is secure. Oh, it's also cracked. It's unbelievable. Vibration there. And it's okay. Oh, wow, this one is stuck or something. Alright guys, so passenger side is done. So what I'm gonna do now is just to check the level of brake fluid, and as you can see right there, like the minimum is just like it goes up like about half inch, like from the minimum line. So still good. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is gonna turn the truck around, and I'm going to install the I'm going to swap the rear tires. It's right there, and yeah, I guess I'm done. And if you guys have any question about the installation, if you guys think something that I shouldn't done or I should have done during the installation, I really want to know about it. So like leave that in a comment below, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.